Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Nishant and you are watching TechSoul. So guys, if you have not subscribed my channel yet, then do subscribe right now by clicking on the red subscribe button below this video and press the bell icon so that you will never miss any future update of my videos. So let's get started and dive into our today's video. So guys, as you can see, there is a yellow Flipkart package on my table. And in this package there is a smartphone which is the most affordable smartphone right now selling in our country. Yeah, you guessed it right. This is Redmi 5A, which is the Xiaomi's latest entry-level smartphone. This is what they are calling this smartphone, that is the smartphone for everyone because of its price point. And I bought this for one of my friend on a Flipkart flash sale at the price point of 4,999. So I would not say that this phone is for everyone because of its own pros and cons. And as you know that no phone is a perfect phone. So in my opinion, this phone is for those users who are going to start using a smartphone for the first time. So watch this video till end and let's see the quick unboxing and review of Redmi 5A, that is this smartphone. So here is our red color nice looking box, and on the top of the box it is written that Redmi 5A by Xiaomi, and on the bottom side of the box it is written that MI Redmi 5A gray. Yeah, this phone is in gray color. So basically it has three colors. It comes in three colors: gray, gold and rose gold as well. And also it has two versions of this phone. So first one is 2GB RAM and 16GB ROM, and second one is 3GB RAM and 32GB ROM. So mine is 2GB RAM and 16GB ROM, and this is gray color. So let's give you a quick look at the specification over here. It has 5-inch LCD HD display. So this is not full HD, so make sure that this is 720p display, not 1080p display. And it has 13 megapixel rear camera and 5 megapixel front camera, and it has dedicated micro SD slot. That's nice of Xiaomi because most of the Xiaomi phones has hybrid SIM slot, which means you can either insert two SIMs or one SIM and micro SD. So that's nice of Xiaomi because now you can insert both SIMs and micro SD at the same time. So that's nice. And it has Snapdragon 425 quad-core processor, and it has 3000 mAh battery. And this phone has not metallic body, it is polycarbonate plastic body, so it is not metal. So let's take a look on the phone. So let's open the box. At the bottom side of the box you can see it is written that this phone is made in India, but technically it is not made in India, but it is assembled in India. So now let's open this box. So here is our phone, our gray color Redmi 5A phone. And now let's take out the phone from the box, and here we go. So these are the accessories which we get with the phone. So this is the warranty card. Here we get all warranty instruction for different countries, and here is the usage guide, what are the do's and don'ts, and all the help we need to boot up this phone. So let's keep this aside and have a look on the accessories. So here is the micro USB cable, and this is SIM ejector tool which we get, and we get a 5V 1A charger, which is normal 5W charger. It is not a fast charger. So now keep all these accessories aside and come to the phone itself. So here is our phone, and as you can see this is barely different from Redmi 4A which Xiaomi launched previous year. So as I mentioned before, it has polycarbonate plastic body, not metal, but it's looking like metal, and it feels pretty good in my hands. So it has pretty nice size for holding in our hands. So let's see on the back side of this phone. So here you can see MI logo on the back side and a sticker of IMEI details, and also we get a speaker on the back sides. So I don't think it's nice, because on the bottom side it's not better to have a speaker. And here it is written that it is made in India and model number. On the back top corner we can see here is 16 megapixel rear camera and a single LED flash. So we get all the buttons on the right side. So on the right side we get power button and volume rockers. On the left side of the phone we get the SIM slots. So you can see here there are two slots. One is for SIM 2 and other is for microSD and SIM 1. So on the top we get 3.5mm jack, IR blaster for connecting appliances, and only micro USB at the bottom. So now let's show you the SIM slots. So here you can see there are two SIM slots at the left side, and let's open the first one. So this is the second SIM slot. So you have to insert your nano SIM, and this one is the second slot in which you have to insert your first SIM and along with microSD card. So if you have noticed till now, there is no fingerprint sensor on this phone. So if you want a phone with fingerprint sensor, then you have to expand your budget and you have to go for Redmi 4. So now let's boot it up and set up this phone for seeing software experience. While this phone is booting up and setting, let's talk about the specification of this phone in more detail. So first of all, let's talk about the body. It has a weight of 137 grams and supports dual SIM, in which both SIMs are nano SIMs. Coming to the display part, it has IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen display having size of 5 inches, and it has 69.1% screen to body ratio, which means on the front side of this phone 69% is screen and rest is the body. It has 720 x 1280 pixel resolution and 296 pixel density. Talking about the platform, it comes with Android 7.1.2 Nougat, and it has chipset Qualcomm MSM 8917 Snapdragon 425 quad core, which runs on 1.4 GHz speed, and it has GPU Adreno 308. It has dedicated memory slot which can support up to 256 GB, and it has internal storage of 16 GB in 2 GB RAM variant and 32 GB in 3 GB RAM variant. Talking about the camera, it has a primary camera of 13 megapixel with f2.2 and face detection autofocus, LED flash, and having features like geotagging, touch focus, smile detection, SDR and panorama. It can record Full HD at the rate of 30 frames per second, and it has secondary camera of 5 megapixel of f2.0 aperture. It supports Bluetooth 4.1. It also supports Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi Direct and hotspot. It has FM radio and USB micro USB 2.0 slot, and also have GPS. Talking about the sensor, it has accelerometer and proximity sensor, but gyroscope sensor is missing this time. Generally Xiaomi gives all the sensors, but in this phone gyroscope sensor is missing. And at last, it has 3000 mAh lithium ion non-removable battery. As far as features are concerned, you will get all the typical Xiaomi features like call recording, dual apps, second space, app lock and IR remote. So now our phone has booted up, and here you can see there is also update available of 9.1.8. and let's go to the about phone, and here you can see all the model number Redmi 5A, Android Nougat version 7.1.2, but update is available for 7.1.8, and it has MIUI version 9.1.3 stable, and it has quad core CPU. So here you can see out of 16 GB internal memory, only 8.75 GB is available for the user. So you have to buy memory card for extending your internal storage, because in Android Nougat you can use your external micro SD card as internal memory. So now here let's check out the features. Here display, you can see all the features of display settings and reading mode and all the lock screen settings. So these are the features you will get as the typical Xiaomi features, MIUI features. Let's check the camera. So let's now take a photo. Here you can see this has a decent camera. I am sitting in a room having artificial light. So in artificial light there is a noise you can see in photo. So I will capture some photos, and these are the settings. You can see panorama, timer, audio, manual, straight and beautify, and other settings are there in this setting mode, like adjusting contrast, saturation and sharpness. I will capture some photos of inside in artificial light and the outside in natural light. So here you can see these are the photos of natural light of outside, and these photos are quite nice, and you can't see much of noise. These are decent nice photos of outside, but it struggles in low light and in artificial light. So these are the photos of inside of my room, so it struggles there, as you can see. And it has also some bloatwares like Microsoft apps and other Amazon and WPS Office and UC News apps which are pre-installed. So these are the bloatwares which you can't remove without rooting. And let's sign into our browser and see what are the experience of browsing in browser. So let's open CricBuzz, and today is cricket match between India and South Africa. So let's see the score, and here it is. India is 28 runs and it has lost 3 wickets. So India is 3 for 28 in 11th over. That's not good. And now let's open YouTube app. So you can see all the apps are running smoothly. There is no any problem. So let's open my channel and place one of my videos. So here you can see there are my videos. So I have uploaded a video on top 8 best themes for MIUI 9. So let's play it. So here you can see this is my one of the video for Redmi, MI and Xiaomi devices. So you can check out this video, and here you can see the speaker is on the back side. So you can install custom and default MIUI themes which looks pretty on smartphones of Xiaomi and Redmi. So the viewing experience is very nice. So as you can see, navigation button don't have any backlit options. So now let's talk about the pros and cons of this phone so that you can decide whether you should buy this phone or not. So firstly, let's talk about the pros. So it has the dedicated micro SD slot. It is the first pro of this phone. So with the advent of Jio in India, it has become so rare to find a phone with a single SIM card. However, that's not the case with the Redmi 5A, as it sports a dedicated slot for the micro SD card. This means that the phone can easily pack 2 SIM cards and a memory card together. Its second advantage is Redmi 5A ships with Android Nougat with MIUI 9 running on the top. So not only does it offer you the benefit of MIUI 9 like second space, app vault and app lock, but it also gives you Android Nougat features like mono audio and split screen functionality. Now its third pro is universal remote. So Xiaomi is known to pack an IR emitter on the top of its phone, and Redmi 5A is no different. This phone comes with IR blaster, which makes it an ideal candidate to double up and universal remote. So phones with IR emitters make it extremely easy to control devices such as air conditioner, TV, set-top box, projectors and other. So you don't need to depend on any third-party remote apps, as this one supports a built-in remote app which goes by the name of Mi Remote. The fourth pro is its sharp display. The Redmi 5A supports an HD screen, and for the price it costs, the display is quite bright and sharp. Now let's talk about the cons of this phone. So its first cons is it has the same design as the Redmi 4A, which Xiaomi launched previously. It supports the same rounded corners with slightly thicker bezels at the edge and the rear panel. This phone also supports the same look as any other Xiaomi phone. Its second disadvantage is it has the speaker grills at the back. As I told you before, the Xiaomi Redmi speaker grills run along the entire lower back instead of bottom edge. While the audio output of the Redmi 5A is great, the sound gets muffled due to the poor placement when it's placed on its back. Its third cons is it has no fingerprint sensor. So looking at the current market trend, the inclusion of fingerprint sensor would have been more than appropriate. If we look back, even the Xiaomi Redmi 4, which costs almost the same 6,999, comes with a fingerprint sensor. So now at last the question arises, will you buy Xiaomi's Redmi 5A? So my answer is, price at 4,999, the Redmi 5A packs some decent features, be it Snapdragon 425 processor, the 13 megapixel rear camera or the HD display. It's quite obvious that asking for an NFC connectivity, USB Type-C port or dual camera setup would be an overkill. If you ask me, just a fingerprint sensor would have been an apt addition to the Redmi 5A. It's worth to be noted that the Redmi 5A offers a low battery life than Redmi 4A, that is 3000 mAh in Redmi 5A against the 3120 mAh of the latter. So I think if you are buying a smartphone at very low budget for the first time, then you should buy it, and I would suggest to buy only 16GB version, because 32GB version is not worth buying, because you can extend your budget and you can buy other phones which will be packed with fingerprint sensor and other stuffs. So will you upgrade to Redmi 5A? Do drop us a line or two if you have any question in the comment box below. If you like this video, then hit like button and comment down below if you have any questions. So that's it. Goodbye. Peace.